What has happened to Wes Scantlin of Puddle of Mud? I mean, this is a group that, at the turn of the 2000s, seemed like they were poised to be the big radio rock group. I mean, there was Limp Bizkit and Disturbed and Korn and bands of that variety that came through and were doing massive numbers. Puddle of Mud followed and seemed like they were going to become sort of the rock version of this. And funnily enough, Wes Scantlin, with some lists, is considered to be one of the top 100 heavy metal vocalists, which I'm not even sure how he ended up on that list. But that's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. It's because Wes Scantlin, once again, has found himself at the mercy of a tirade, at the mercy of himself, really. Most recently, his band walking off the stage during a set, and this was something that was documented by video by one of the most annoying people in history, who is basically just repeating, "Fuck you, Wes, fuck you, Wes, fuck you, fuck you," the whole entire damn time. I'm not sure what was actually the sadder scenario. Wes Scantlin sitting on a chair, essentially his band abandoning him, or this gentleman who felt the need to repeat himself over and over and over again for no reason. But here's the thing. Wes Scantlin last year was on the list of one of the top 10 biggest douchebags of the year. But maybe this is being looked at the wrong way. Wes Scantlin needs help. Obviously, he needs a lot of it. Now, the last album that Puddle of Mud released was Rediscovered. It was in 2011. We haven't had anything from this group now in going on 5 years, but there's been plenty of reasons for this group to be in the news. Let's actually read all of the reasons why. And this is all stuff that centers around Wes, so this gets long. In 2012, Scantlin found himself in trouble when he failed to pay nearly $45,000 in federal taxes, on top of $17,000 for state taxes. September the 4th, 2012, he was arrested while traveling on a cross-country flight from Boston to Los Angeles because he was intoxicated. The airplane had to make an emergency landing in Austin, Texas. He was charged with public intoxication. Moving on to 2013, in May, Scantlin was arrested on domestic violence charges after he apparently dragged his ex-wife and then pulled her by the arm or the shirt. On April the 16th of 2014, Scantlin had an onstage meltdown during a show at Trees, Dallas, at which he threw a microphone and beer into the audience, as well as appearing to threaten and attempt to physically attack members of the studio audience. He also received criticism as he appeared to be lip-syncing during the performance. Moving along to 2015, Scantlin was arrested at the Denver International Airport for riding on the baggage carousel and ending up in the restricted area. During a live performance April the 2nd of 2015, Scantlin had a meltdown, smashing his guitar, headphones, and part of the drummer's kit. On April the 15th, just 2 weeks later, Scantlin was arrested and charged for disorderly conduct at the Mitchell International Airport. This is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. June the 20th, 2015. All this is happening within 2 to 3 months. Scantlin and his band were booed off stage in Versailles, Ohio, while performing at BMI Indoor Speedway, a small indoor go-kart track in rural western Ohio. Audience members noted that he was extremely intoxicated, sat down off, and was lip-syncing. The official Puddle of Mud Facebook group was deleted soon after. No more Puddle of Mud official Facebook page. July 26th, 1 month later, Scantlin was arrested in the early morning hours after leading Rendell County Sheriff deputies on a high-speed chase in excess of 100 miles per hour. Scantlin is currently facing a felony charge of fleeing a police officer in a motor vehicle and 2 gross misdemeanors of driving under the influence of alcohol. August the 5th, less than 1 month removed from his last arrest, Scantlin was arrested in Sturgis, South Dakota for driving under the influence. December the 26th of last year, he was arrested for drugs. January 10th of 2016, he tried to go home to the house he lost in foreclosure and was arrested for destroying property that was in the residence. January the 30th, during a Puddle of Mud show in Marietta, Ohio, Scantlin interrupted the song to accuse the audience member of stealing his house before leaving the stage. The venue subsequently apologized for the incident on Facebook and offered to issue a ticket to any upcoming show of their choice to anyone who had attended the Puddle of Mud concert that evening. And then, of course, we just recently, on March the 22nd, a couple days ago, Wes Scantlin was abandoned on stage by his bandmates after yet another drunken rant during a concert in Doncaster, which is in the United Kingdom. So the last 2 minutes, we've just been talking about things that Wes Scantlin has either done while on stage, has been intoxicated on, or has been arrested for. How many times did it say that he was arrested during this time frame? All in all, ever since the last time we've heard any studio material from Puddle of Mudd, Wes Scantlin has had at least, and this is not counting those that were reported as minor incidents, at least 13 major incidents that involve either his personal life or his life within Puddle of Mudd, within the band. It is time for Puddle of Mudd to be no more. Puddle of Mudd, honestly, at this point, should be no more. The fact that his bandmates have put up with all of this, that have basically just sort of been drug along for this horrid ride that Wes Scantlin is apparently on, is nothing short of saintly, let alone insane. Wes, you need help. You need help. It's easy to call somebody who goes through all of these different occurrences and is in the public eye as a person that is widely regarded as a public figure, as being a member of the band, as insane, laughing at them, sort of making a mockery of them. Wes Scantlin, don't get me wrong, is a douchebag. A huge one. But Wes Scantlin also needs to help himself. You need to help yourself, Wes. You're not watching this. I know that, but still, this is something where Wes needs to help himself. He needs to get his life under control because something has obviously gone very, very wrong here. Something has gone horribly wrong. Do I have the solution? I wish that I did. I wish that there was something that I could offer outside of just getting yourself into rehab, either that or just taking and leaving the road behind. Go home, relax, chill yourself out, get your substance abuse under control. At this point in time, Wes Scantlin may not even have that opportunity, considering some of these arrests and some of these other events. Wes Scantlin may not have the opportunity to enjoy himself at home and help him recover. He may be forced to do so based upon any sort of legal intervention that may occur, or any sort of prison sentence that he may face based off of some of the things that he has done. This is the classic case of the rock star that has fallen from grace. But this is one that has gone public and has continued, and the disruptions have just piled up, and has done so for far too long. At this point in time, I don't know, nor does anybody really know, what the future for Wes Scantlin will really be. And regardless of your opinion on Puddle of Mudd, regardless of whether you think they're a fantastic band or you couldn't stand them, personally I thought Come Clean was halfway decent. Aside from that, meh. This is concerning. This is concerning because this human being has literally been having what appears to be a 3 to 4 year meltdown. Someone please help this man. He's a douchebag. He's drunken, disorderly, probably won't take too kindly to much of what you have to say, but at least make the attempt. Wow. I didn't realize until looking into this just how bad it's really been for Wes Scantlin and Puddle of Mudd. And again, like I said, this is completely distant to personal thoughts of the band's music themselves. Whether or not you like a band is one thing, but this is still a human being, somebody who definitely needs a little bit of support, a little bit of love, and needs to get his life on track. So, regardless to your thoughts on his music, just hope that he's able to do that.